Imagine having the ability to pray at the world's holiest sites at any time, no matter where you are in the world. God is with me gives you that ability. First, let's talk about the importance of the world's holy sites. Then I'm going to show you how I can literally transport myself to the Western Wall in the old city of Jerusalem while I sit in the comfort of my own home in South Florida. Why on earth is one little piece of land centered around Jerusalem called the Holy Land? Through the ages, this is the place where man has always connected with God, and God has always connected with man. All three of the world's major monotheistic religions began right here at the Holy Land. God seems to have a very special relationship with this area. Its strategic location is at the crossroads of Africa, Europe, and Asia. This is the land that historians describe, as flowing with milk and honey. God led Moses and the Hebrew people here out of slavery in Egypt. Holy patriarchs, matriarchs, prophets lived, died, and were buried in this holy ground. For Jews, the Bible says the Holy Land was especially sanctified when the Ark of the Covenant was carried into the holy sites in King Solomon's temple at Jerusalem. It was said, "The glory of the Lord filled the house of the Lord." For Christians, the Holy Land is where Jesus came to live, preach, die, and rise from the dead. From the earliest times, his followers have venerated the sites he graced, including the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, including the Church of the Nativity, including the Upper Room of the Last Supper, and many more. For the Muslims, they also celebrate Jerusalem as a holy place at the Al-Aqsa Mosque, which is also known as the site of the Dome of the Rock. When Muhammad first began his mission, he faced the holy city to pray. Muslims believe that Muhammad also visited Jerusalem during a night journey on a winged steed. Pilgrims of all faiths have traveled to the Holy Land since ancient times, seeking their own sacred experience with God. And no time is more important and urgent than to do that right now. Our age is beset by terrorism, by fanaticism, by disease, by famine, by earthquakes, by disasters, and by divisiveness. The world literally seems to be falling apart. Many false leaders live only for money and power. What can we do? Prayer is still the greatest asset we have. It's the greatest power of all. And the best place to make your prayer and to reach God is still in the Holy Land. God is waiting here to grant your plea. We can take advantage of this unique time in history. Many prophecies declare wonders and miracles that are happening in Israel during these end times. Reach out and create your miracle now. A fragment of the Holy Temple of King Solomon still remains in Jerusalem. It is known as the Western Wall, also called the Wailing Wall. Here, on the Temple Mount, where the wall stands, is a spot where Abraham offered up his son Isaac for sacrifice. Here also, Isaac's son Jacob saw a ladder ascending into heaven with angels going up and down. This is the spot closest to the original Holy of Holies, the inner sanctum of Solomon's temple. The wall still exists because the prophets foretold that even after the temple's destruction, the divine presence would remain at the Western Wall. The wall would never be destroyed. It has an everlasting holiness. Jerusalem itself has been destroyed and rebuilt 9 times. 9. Through all this, one structure has remained intact, the Western Wall. It is a symbol of hope and holiness for all of God's people. Prophecy tells us that the third and final temple will be restored in this same spot and dedicated to all nations of the world. The wall will be a part of that temple where everyone can come unified to pray to the one true God of Israel. That's where we are waiting and praying for. The unification of all mankind in a world of peace and love. The more prayers that enter the Western Wall, the sooner that will come. A complete healing of the entire world. An ancient Jewish belief says that all prayers ascend to heaven through Jerusalem. Pious people write their prayer on a piece of paper and put it in a niche on the wall. It is said that the Western Wall is an open door to God's heart. When you leave your prayer there, you can be sure it goes straight to God. All will be well. Your request will be answered at the perfect time, in the perfect way, with whatever is best for you and for all concerned. Millions of good people have made their request for success, blessing, health, peace, wealth, children, forgiveness, love, and much more. Even the highest and mightiest, presidents, celebrities, musicians, actors, athletes, and more, have recognized the sanctity and power of prayer at the Western Wall. They have all made the journey to pray and write out their prayers on notes, which they left in the wall. It truly is a mailbox to God's house. Now, through the miracle of the internet, you too have the opportunity to visit the holy site and talk to God yourself to receive your own personal miracle. GodIsWithMe.com will deliver your prayer for you. GodIsWithMe.com will bring you exactly what you are seeking. In order to receive your answer from God, you must ask in the right way. We hear stories of miracles every day. The next one can be yours. The continued existence of Israel and Jerusalem are miracles in themselves, true testaments to God's favor and grace. Many incredible events fulfilling biblical prophecy have taken place in the Holy Land since it became the state of Israel. From a desert that was barren and uninhabited for 2,000 years, Israel has blossomed into one of the world's most prosperous leading nations. The country now exports $4 billion a year worth of fruits and vegetables. It even exports over $2 billion a year worth of flowers. In the short time since over 6 million Jews were slaughtered in the Holocaust and Israel was reestablished as a nation in 1948, this tiny country has been at the forefront of agriculture, science, technology, medicine, defense, education, and Nobel Peace Prizes. Considering the Jews make up only 2% of the U.S. population, it is a miracle that 36% of America's Nobel Prize winners are Jewish, and 48% of American billionaires are Jewish. In Israel, Jewish scientists have invented many things we use and take for granted every day. From the first PC microprocessor to the USB flash drive, along with hundreds of other wonders in every field. How could such a tiny country, no bigger than the state of New Jersey, and surrounded by sworn enemies on all sides, become so successful in such a short time? God has a special plan for Israel. The Holy Land is a special place. Miracles happen here every day, and now you can connect with this special power and experience it in your own life. Choose where you would like your prayer to be delivered to God. There are many possibilities in addition to the Western Wall. See what touches your heart. You can connect with God by prayer at various holy sites throughout Israel, such as the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, King David's tomb, the Church of the Nativity, the Upper Room of the Last Supper, the Tomb of the Virgin Mary, the Tomb of the Patriarchs, and many more. When you do pray through these holy sites, you participate in the merit of those biblical figures who have walked these streets and made straight the path before you. Even if you yourself feel undeserving, you can pray to God in the name and through the merits of those righteous individuals. Their merit can become yours, and you'll receive blessings as a result. Talking to God is not a long-distance call for us here in the Holy Land. It's a local call. We are close to God's heart. Our spiritual coaches personally help you connect with God. We help you write your prayer and then print it out on paper. Within 24 hours, we deliver your prayer to whichever holy site you choose. This amazing service saves you thousands of dollars and untold days of travel. Many people feel like they've won the lottery with the results they've received through our simple, inexpensive prayer delivery service.
Just when I was about to give up, I got the job and the money I prayed for. God is really with me.
GodIsWithMe.com helped me find my soulmate.
The doctor said I was incurable, but I'm healthy today because God is with me.
Today, current events and biblical prophecy are merging together to create the world we live in. All three Abrahamic religions see the reestablishment of Israel in 1948 as a major sign that we are now in the end of times. This is a period described as a time of tribulation, before the ushering in of the fullness of God's kingdom. Many biblical prophecies indicate that we are now on the threshold of a new era of spiritual enlightenment. Now is the time to reach out and connect with God. Ask and you shall receive your blessing today. Give it a try. You have little to lose and you have everything to gain. By using our prayer delivery service in the Holy Land, you will see a miracle in your life. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to take you on a trip to the Western Wall in the Holy Land. Make sure you are on godiswithme.com. Using your mouse, go to the Holy Sites menu and select a holy site. From there, scroll down, click on the button on the left-hand side that says Deliver My Own Prayer Live. Go to the checkout page. Enter your FaceTime, Skype, or Facebook Messenger information. And then check out. And then, my dear friend Paul has now connected with a prayer delivery agent from godiswithme.com at the comfort of his own home. Now, Paul has been transported to the old city of Jerusalem, to the Western Wall, which is thousands of miles away using modern mobile technology. You can see that regardless of physical location, time zone, and thousands of dollars in travel expenses, Paul is able to view the holy site and pray at it in real time, live. Paul is now zooming in to the Western Wall while praying on behalf of himself and his family. Additionally, Paul is able to see the prayer which he personally wrote on behalf of himself and his family, folded up and placed into a small niche in the Western Wall, also known as God's mailbox. The greatest power to produce positive change is prayer. The outcome provides you with hope, strength, courage, passion, and faith. Don't wait for tomorrow. Use our prayer delivery service now to bring about a better today. Visit godiswithme.com.